Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, I am glad you're here. Today we have an unboxing, kind of first impressions of a knife sent to me for review from KANSEPT. And guys, this is a beast. This is the KANSEPT Superhawk. It's not a knife design I expected from KANSEPT, and I think you might see why here in just a second. It is called the Kaiser Superhawk. It is designed by Warhawk Knives, collaboration with KANSEPT. Got your KANSEPT warranty, cleaning cloth, your little KANSEPT pouch, their unique way of storing knives, and then we've got this very full-size knife. Put this down here. Put that up. Get some of this oil off it. So what we have here, guys, is the Superhawk. The Superhawk is a full-size knife. I can get some other knives out here to look at to compare it to, but you've got black titanium handle in this particular model, perfectly centered. You've got an S35VN blade, this nice full-size sheep's foot blade. And when I say full-size knife, guys, this is an absolute beast from KANSEPT. I might expect this from Greg Medford, might expect this from Max Ace, Midgard Messer, some of the other people that make beast of knives. But I can tell you this guy right here is absolutely stunning. Got thumb studs, got a flipper tab that I can push button. I can light switch it. I can reverse finger flick it, or I can get in that fuller and flip it from the fuller. Whoops. And that's a big knife, guys. Frame lock, steel lock bar insert, really nice lock geometry. You can see the jimping on the flipping tab. Turns into jimping kind of on this little front foot area to keep you from having your hands slide up on that blade if you're using this as a mini sword to do plunges or whatnot. So you've got a sheep's foot blade. I say sheep's foot because of the shape of the blade, having that little bit of roll into it. It's actually kind of a modified clipped sheep's foot, I guess, if you will, called the Superhawk. You can see Warhawk Knives, maker's mark here. You've got this nice fuller that you can flick. You've got the KANSEPT maker's mark there on the blade. You've got the knife's model number and S35VN. You've got this about 3/4 flat ground blade with a nice swedge here at the tip, making that tip really pokey. You've got really nice thick handles with very few, if any, hot spots. I can feel the handle, but not, I'm death gripping it right now, and I've got very little imprintation on my hand. I can feel the clip, but it's not at all uncomfortable because you've got these contoured handles that when we measure them, we're going to probably see they're close to 1/2 inch thick. You've got this really nice full-size knife. Again, you can middle finger flick it. You can thumb stud it very well, even though I missed that flick. You can reverse flick it from the studs. And you've got everything except the front opener. I mean, that's the only thing it's missing. You've got the light switch, you've got the push button, and you've got a full-size knife. Let's see how it cuts on a couple of different materials. Does look like a thicker grind. Blade geometry looks a little thicker. However, it's very slicey on paper. See if I've got some cardboard close by here. Hold on a sec. It's just very sharp. I mean, again, it's got a little bit thicker blade geometry, but absolutely sharp as you could want. Doesn't seem to have any hang-ups on that edge. Your edge bevels look even on both sides. Got this really nice, robust knife. Let's do a couple of quick size comparisons. I don't think the size is necessarily coming across in my hand. Let's look at it next to the Benchmade Bug Out. Much, much bigger than the Benchmade Bug Out. Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Much, much bigger than the Spyder Paramilitary 2, Spyderco. Let's take one of my largest USA-made knives, the Spartan Harsey SHF, Spartan Harsey folder. And it's going to be just about as long, but it's going to be wider and thicker than even my Spartan Harsey. So guys, full-size bruiser of a knife. I think this thing is going for right around $238 on KANSEPT's website right now in the black. Also comes in a raw titanium, a bronze-based titanium, a lot of different colors. This monster is going to measure in at 9 inches overall. So you got a 9-inch knife, almost a 4-inch blade, over 3 1/4-inch blade, 5 1/8-inch handle. Your inside grip is 3 3/4 from right here to right here. It's 3 3/4 inches. If you took it all the way to the back, you're at 4 3/4 inches. So if your pinky is going to wrap up right here, 4 3/4 inches. So you've got a right hand carry only, frame lock, no lanyard hole, not really needed because again, we're dealing with a huge knife, a bruiser from KANSEPT that I would have never expected from them. I wouldn't have expected such a big, robust bruiser knife from the designs that I've seen, but I like seeing that. It shows that they're pushing the design directions and working with a right about 1600ths, 0.1600, 0.1605, blade stock, 0.5505 on the handle. And our behind the edge is probably going to be a little more robust, but it's going to come in right at 0.0135, roughly there in the center. Very, very sharp. Nice titanium clip. I did not see how it goes in pocket. Let's check that real quick. Goes in and out of pocket. Great. It is a heavier knife, as it should be, as it were, and we will take a look at that in just a second. I do not have my little pants model out here yet, but I can show you how easily it does slide over that hank and what you're left with in terms of a print and how much depth you've got to that clip. Superhawk is a full-size knife, but it is a working knife. It's a knife that somebody likes scotching things, who likes a big, heavy, overbuilt knife, he could, even though he'd probably resist it a little bit, he could utilize a knife like this on his job. I mean, it is an absolute beef. You've got excellent access to that lock bar, passing straight through. Excellent access to the thumb studs, to the flipper tab, and then you've got access to that fuller, anywhere along the blade. It is a rounded fuller, so you do have to reach for it. Not reach for it, but you've got to make sure you've got your finger in there or it will slip out. But let's get a quick weight on this guy. See what it's going to tip the scales at. Remember, 9-inch knife, almost a 4-inch blade, 6.75 ounces. So guys, that is what I call a full-size beast of a knife and a pleasant surprise. I want to thank KANSEPT for sending it to me to check out. I'm really surprised. I'm really stoked to test it out and do a full review on it because, again, I think this is a beast of a knife. I think you can do a lot of work with this knife, and it's a good full-size knife. Guys, thanks for taking the time to watch the video. If you're still here, please, please, please hit that like button. There's a video that's going to pop up right over here. If you'd like to watch that, that would really help me out. And if you haven't had a chance yet, please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon so you'll be notified when I release new videos. And please look out for the guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Please look out for each other. Please go forward with love in your hearts and choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.